I'm going to make a video, and I'm using a camera that belongs to my wife, and I've never used this camera for videos, and I'm kind of curious how they'll show up. And I don't know how long the memory card is on this little camera. Carol no longer uses this camera, my wife, because she has a smartphone and she uses that to take photos and videos. But I thought, since I'm here alone here on a Friday afternoon, it is the 13th, Friday the 13th. It is going on 3:30. And today I did go to thrift stores, and I found these used books to add to our book collection. I found Haunted Tales of the Grotesque by Joyce Carol Oates. I found a memoir called Dust to Dust, a memoir by Benjamin Bush. His father is Frederick Bush, who's a writer that I collect. I found this novel by Annie Dillard, The May Trees. I collect Annie Dillard's writings. I found this book called Psychic, a novel of the early Freud, Sigmund Freud. I have a Sigmund Freud book collection. I collect books by Sigmund Freud, biographies, other things on Sigmund Freud. That's why I bought this book, Psychic. I bought this book. It's called Selgert's Island, The True and Strange Adventures of the Real Robinson Crusoe by Diana Southamy. I bought that today. It looked kind of interesting, so I bought that. I bought this biography called The Gate by Franciscus Bizet. It's the history of him being in Cambodia during the Khmer Rouge back in the 70s. I found this memoir, The Night of the Gun. A reporter investigates the darkest story of his life, his own. Like I told you, I like memoirs, and if I find a memoir that looks interesting, I buy it. So that's what I bought today at thrift stores. As far as what I'm reading, I got this at thrift stores too today. The Secret History of the World as Laid Down by Secret Societies by Mark Booth. I collect books on world history, books on mythology, books on Gnosticism, Eastern, any kind of thing that looks unusual, I buy it. That's why I got this. As far as what I'm reading, I've been reading today and yesterday Hidden But Now Revealed, A Biblical Theology of Mystery by G.K. Beale and Benjamin L. Glad. I've been reading that. I've been reading J.K. Beale's A New Testament Biblical Theology, The Unfolding of the Old Testament in the New. And I've been reading From Creation to New Creation, A Biblical Theology and Exegesis, Essays in Honor of G.K. Beale, editors Daniel M. Gruner and Benjamin L. Glad. I've been reading that. Still reading the Reformation commentary on the Psalms 1 through 72. So I've been reading these books for my morning devotions. I'm really enjoying. I've read this book off and on for about over a year now. I keep it in my study. And Beale is one of my favorite New Testament theologians, and I like his writings a lot. Another book that Beale did, I keep here in my study, is this book. He does this book, Commentary on the New Testament's Use of the Old Testament by editors G.K. Beale and D.A. Carson. I really recommend this book. It just shows the unity of the Old and New Testament, that the Bible is one book, even though it spans thousands of years, many different authors. Really, it's all inspired by the Holy Spirit, and the Bible is one unity. It's one grand narrative the history of salvation, the redemptive history, the plan of God to save humanity and bring about a new creation. So I keep that in here. So besides that, there's not much else to report. I'm kind of, I got this at the Book Nook. Wednesday I covered for somebody at the Book Nook, which is the Hendrick District Public Library used bookstore. And I got this as my free book for volunteering. Citizens of London, the Americans who stood with Britain in its darkest, finest hour during the Second World War. This is by Lynn Olson. So I got that. And I still have these books on my desk. The Wall Creeper by Neil Zink. Mislaid by Neil Zink. Still got the memoir by Carrie Bernstein, Hunger Makes Me a Modern Girl, a memoir. I still have on my desk The City on Fire, a novel by Garth Rist Hallberg. Hopefully I'll get to these. I don't know. I got so much to read, and like I said, I kind of read whatever my spirit leads, and sometimes I just, like this afternoon, I just want to read instructions about heart work, and I'm really keeping a good conscience, sinful self-love, how to guard the heart, loose and listless heart, ordering our desires, ordering our fears. The great care of every man is to keep his heart. So I kind of like, this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm reading. So that's all I gotta say. So I hope all is well with you.